everybody. How are ya? Oh, desktop audio is not registering. Let me fix that. Hang on. Do someone say something?
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Hi everyone, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We are about to jump into our Nexus Adventures, our D&D 5e homebrew campaign, DM'd by the lovely person over here, Satan, our wonderful dungeon master, mistress, pal. Which do you prefer?
Thanks. I feel like Dungeon Mistress has so much more power in it.
You can
Okay,
be
Dungeon
my
Miss-
dungeon mistress.
RJ, I already know that. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Dungeon Mistress it is. We'll update the overlay to reflect that. If this is your first time joining us, you are on a charity channel. I do not take any financial income from my Twitch channel. So if you would like to affect our games with your bits and your subs, you can do so. All of that information is on your screen, scrolling through right now, and also in the About Me section if you'd like to read over it in a more static environment. And there is also, disclaimer, there is a content warning for this story arc specifically. If you would like to check that content warning, you can use !CW in Twitch chat to pull up that content warning, or if you are watching this in the future on YouTube, you can see that in the About section down below in the description in the little doodly thingy. Description box. Words are hard. But anyways, with that, I will go ahead and hand it over to Satan.
Hey everyone, how you doing? My name's Satan. As stated before, I am your Dungeon Mistress for the day. But that's enough about me. I'm just the DM and the rest of the world here. What about you guys? RJ, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. Today I'll be playing Rollin Grandbrook, the sorcerer bard Asmar.
Asmar, yes. And sorry, brain fart. Hi Jen, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Jen. I'll be playing Anthony's. Well, he's not Silverhorn anymore, is he? He's a drow barbarian artificer. I go by she, her, and he goes by he, him.
There we go. And last but not least, Sarah.
Hey everyone, I am Sarah. I go by she, her. I will be playing Lucy, the change. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I go by she, her. I will be playing Lucy, the changeling wizard warlock. There we go. Words are hard this morning.
Words are very hard all the time. We're just gonna say that.
Yeah.
But quick recap of what happened last session. You guys were planning. You went back to the botany school and did some snooping. You met Mishka, a little blue tiefling with white fluffy hair, who proclaimed to be Everett's best friend. Later, when she followed Len in the market and they had a talk, and he decided, like, hey, we're gonna take you in because you're that's baby. That's baby. But other than that, Lucy asked Sebastian asked their former mentor out to confront them about this whole situation. And you made plans about how that was going to go. You got Rem and Dr. Strut here as your backup. And Mishka's just there for more support right now. And poisons. I make a lot of good poisons. But other than that, it's the floor is yours. The next day's is there anything you all wanted to do that night before we jump to the next day?
I think Anthony will just kind of go to Lucy and just place the bracer beside her on the table. Just tap it a few times before heading back out.
He's not going to quit with this, is he?
No.
She'll pick it up and put it in her bag of holding. She's currently going through and sharpening her weapons, including her sword, which she uses an action to dismiss it
Mm-hmm.
as her packed weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And she preps her clothes for the next day. She puts the stun batons that Jack made her on the back of her belt and then hands him her bag of holding.
You should wear the bracelet just for his sake.
The more of a threat I look like going into this, the less likely I am to get their trust.
I mean, it's just a bracelet. It's
And
less obvious than the daggers and swords and batons that you're carrying.
I know, that's why I put everything else in my bag. You'll be carrying those for me.
All right. And where do you want me to be?
Where do you think you're the most useful?
Just gotta look to the bed and look to you.
Well, yes. Where's the second place you think you're most useful?
My workshop.
Then go back there.
Nah, it gets boring when you're not there. I will be in the cafe. If you need anything, I'll be right there.
If I need anything, you'll be the last one I call. I don't want you anywhere near her, or the others.
Well, that's not your decision to make. Not fully, at least.
She just rolls her eyes at him.
Look, I'm here not for you to protect me, but for me to help you.
Fine. Then you wear the bracelet.
He takes it and just snaps it on. There. Do you feel better now? I can protect myself, Lucy.
We'll see.
Just gotta gently hold her face and give her a kiss. I'm with you through everything.
That's what I'm scared of. Annie was too.
There's very little in this world that's gonna take me away from you.
Well, that sounds incredibly naive.
Or you underestimate me.
Keep this safe for me too. And she pulls out the locket that normally lives in her jewelry box back at court from her shirt.
All right.
If anything does happen to me, I'm not saying it will, but I like to prepare for everything, so don't give me the same look that Anthony gives me.
I'm not giving you. I know you're very well prepared.
If anything
It'd be
happens,
stupid to think nothing would happen.
if anything happens to me, that's one of the things I have the strongest emotional connection to. You should be able to track me with it.
All right.
More drinks?
More drinks. He'll start setting up drinks for both of you and just have a quote unquote relax last night in before things go south, maybe.
That's the joke, Cap. I'm never relaxed.
Len and Anthony, are you doing anything specific?
Nope, just sitting by the window, sending another paper bird off to Navarra.
No, you have like sending stones, right?
I know, but also he likes to send her paper birds, so she gets surprised.
That's so cute. I love it when my players romance me in a game.
If you all have not heard it yet, Ludo, Anything for You is a great song.
post it in the community chat. I'll listen to it. But as y'all rest, Rem and Dr. Strut having their own rooms, you sleep. It's a bit of a toss and turn type of sleep for you, Lucy. As it's a lot from your past life coming up. A lot of fears, a lot of old wounds that never fully healed. But you get a full rest. Jack is there next to you. Heavy sleeper as always. But seems to notice when you seem a little bit more troubled in the night, and then just cuddles you closer. Anthony, you get a good night's sleep. You get a message from Banner before you go to bed, updating you on his day, what happened, how much he loves you, and how you should be careful. And with his voice being the last thing you hear, you get a restful night's sleep. And then you get a short but sweet good night in your ear from Navarra.
Good night, love.
It's a small laugh. And there's a restful night's sleep for you. So y'all can take a long rest. And sooner than most, I think the sun is up bright and early. You start hearing doors open and close, people making their way down to the eating area. The world come to life. What are you three doing?
Rollin has changed out of his normal, like, everyday wear into something a bit more, what's the word? Not incognito, but like he's dressed down, put on like a smaller cloak to kind of cover himself, and like a little hat.
He's unassuming.
Unassuming, that's the word. Thank you.
Yeah.
Slung over one shoulder is like his loot case. And he's just gonna wait for everyone. Actually, he'll head to the cafe first to make sure with the cafe owners that it's okay for him to like be outside and busk for a while.
I'll say yes, as long as you don't do anything too rowdy for the morning.
I've got a definitely a well-prepared set list for this.
You see the familiar yellow tiefling just give you a wave. Can't remember if their name was Sunset or Sunrise. I think it was Sunrise.
Nickname Sunny.
Sunny. They give you a free coffee for the chilly morning.
Thank you.
Warm. But they say it's no problem. And what are you doing, Lucy?
As Len leaves the cafe, there's a half orc sitting on a ledge on the top of one of the buildings across the street with a cup of coffee.
Len stifles a yawn, finds a spot, and sits down and begins tuning.
Mm-hmm. And Anthony?
He's dressed more of a kind of a shepherd, but kind of pulls off his old clothes and puts those on and puts his sun hat on and tucks Soon away into one of his mini pockets and heads out to the cafe and gets some coffee and lets Soon just wander around, positioning himself on the ceiling like a little spider.
Mm-hmm. All right. And You see that in your half-orc state on a building with your coffee, you see I forgot my character's name. Jack. You see Jack walking into the coffee shop and just ordering some food and some coffee.
She's so dumb. She whistles at him.
He like glances sideways. He doesn't move his head fully, but there's a small smirk on his face as he goes into the shop and the little bell rings. And he sits down for some food. Slowly but surely, the day passes. People coming in and out of the coffee shop. You should be you should be on the map where I doodled all the Jack's gonna be the goat. It's gonna be right here. To the roasted bean, the morning passes being busy for a coffee shop, but slowly it settles down towards the mid-morning. And eventually arrives Lucy. As you are on the lookout, you see the figure of I forgot her Moira. There we go. Of Moira walking down the street and eventually going into the coffee shop.
Lucy will misty step down to the ground. What name was Moira using? It was Kiara, right?
Yes.
Okay. Write that down so my ADHD brain doesn't nerf that name immediately. She'll misty step down to the alleyway below, and then misty step again to get to the alleyway behind the coffee shop. She's gonna come in the back door as Sebastian, acting like she'd just already been there, just washing her
Okay.
hands, his hands.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
Okay. What's my stealth? $25.
25. You move quickly with the help of your misty step, darting from alleyway to alleyway, and seamlessly blend into the coffee shop as if you've already been there. As you see the opening, you see, let me place her. I'll put Fib as her. You see her right in he's here sitting on a table in it. So you're sitting on a table. Words. It's the one up towards the front, and there's a table towards the front that faces the window so she can see out. She seems to be people watching with a cup of coffee in her hand.
Lucy slash Sebastian will get a cup of coffee, straightening their jacket, and walk over. Ah, I see you're here.
I am on time, as always.
I'm glad. I wasn't sure that you would come. You seemed very iffy on it.
I was debating it until recently.
What made you change your mind?
Well, you know, you only live once, so might
That
as
is
well.
true.
Unless you don't. But Sebastian, was it?
Yes.
Please sit. Join me.
Sits down.
So, you invited me out. We're here. What can I do for you?
Talk to me for a minute. I wanted to know more about your job. What you do.
It's not very exciting, I must say. It's mostly paperwork.
Hmm. Do you like it?
It's stable. It keeps my home my home.
I suppose that's all anyone can ask for, right?
Yes,
And he'll
it
like
pays
raise
well.
his mug.
Yeah, she'll raise hers. Yes, it's simple. It's busy, but I do enjoy working with people and helping students achieve what they need to achieve in their studies.
That's very noble of you.
Thank you. What
Do
about you?
Oh, I've been traveling. Here and there. Mostly there. Never here.
And where is there exactly?
Oh, let's see. Traveled all over this continent. All over the other continent. Nowhere too exciting. No one ever really hires adventurers for anything exciting anymore. Although once one of my party members was swallowed by a bahir. That was both scary and exciting.
That sounds very scary. I can't
Mhm.
imagine myself going on adventures like that.
Really?
I mean, I squeak at even the smallest spider in the room.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite place you've been since you've traveled so often?
Hmm. There's still so much of the world that I've yet left to see. I don't think I could pick a favorite place yet.
Hmm. Make a deception check, not for what you just said, but just in general.
Okay. That's an 18 on the die. Where's my sheet? Deception. Dirty 20.
Right. She holds her mug of coffee and smiles over the rim of it and looks you over. Really? Not even one place that you like visiting?
Oh, I've liked visiting many places. At one point, I got to assist a ship's captain. That was very interesting.
Hmm.
We fought a kraken. I don't recommend it. I think it was a kraken. I don't know. There was lots of tentacles everywhere.
That sounds exciting. Could you recommend any places to me over in the other continent, Loria? I've heard it's
Hmm.
quite pretty, but I haven't had a chance to go there, and I'm hoping to take my time off there.
Hmm. Insight check?
Okay.
I want to insight check that question. Oh, that's a natural 20 for a 21.
Okay. What are you looking to gain from the insight?
I want to know if she's trying to suss me out. Like,
You
is she asking this in suspicion?
you've studied a lot under Moira. You know there is no question she asks that doesn't have a point behind a meaning behind it. She knows how to talk her way through things. She knows how to get information from even the simplest questions.
Can you put me on the world map
Yes.
so I have the
second.
other continent names? Our DM has made us some lovely maps for this campaign. Very detailed.
Oh, not that one. The one for Aloria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, she's asking about Kalish, so I'll need Kalish.
No, she asked for Aloria.
Oh, Aloria? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said the other continent.
This continent then. That was my fault. For some reason I thought we were in Kalish. The coffee hasn't kicked in, everyone. I haven't been much to around Aloria, just around this part.
Hmm. The mountains are lovely if you can find someone to take you up. I highly recommend it.
I've heard they're quite cold up there. I'm not much of a cold type of gal.
Hmm. Yes. I quite enjoy the cold. It was peaceful, serene. You could see the villages all around you, like little glowing ants. Quite pretty.
Hmm.
Quite secluded with the right person.
Are you offering to take me to the mountains?
If you'd like.
It's quite forward of you.
I like to travel.
So why did you travel here? Just to help your friend? That's quite nice of you. Not many people do that.
Hmm. I'm looking for someone. An old teacher
Oh,
of mine.
anyone specific? I see a lot of people have been here a while. I could help you.
Ah, they're not the teach in a school sort of teacher.
What kind of teacher are they?
Hmm. The kind that smack your fingers with a ruler if you get something wrong, and then give you a cookie later to make up for it.
It's a very particular teacher,
Effective.
I suppose. Well, I hope you find them if they're so important to you.
I think I'm on the right path.
What makes you say that?
I'll be seeing them soon.
Well, to happy reunions then. And she'll hold her mug up. Hmm. Do you want me to buy you breakfast? Or lunch? Have you eaten yet?
Yes. To the first two questions.
All right. Anything specific that you like?
They make a lovely breakfast sandwich here. They call it an everything bagel. They put a very runny egg on it with a nice sausage patty. 2 layers of bacon.
All right. I think I'll get the same. I'll be right back then. And she'll stand up and you see her go towards this is a small line at the beginning. Anthony and Len, can you both do me perception checks?
I got myself a dirty 20, Mom.
Okay. You're muted, honey.
Dirty 20. Sorry, I had to do a lot of mental math. Like, is it advantage, disadvantage, or a flat roll? It's a flat roll.
Okay. Dirty 20. With Dirty 20, Len, you see across from where the cafe is, there's almost like a little park between buildings, just a tree, a little bit of grass, and a few benches. And you've seen people move in and out of there for a while, but for the last bit, there's someone that's staying. They seem to be reading a book, enjoying their time there. Anthony, with your dirty 20, you're looking around the room and there's a few people that stayed. You don't know if they're related to her in any sort of way, but there seems to be a few people that are staying, enjoying their time, taking their time to eat, laughing, talking. And you see someone's gaze go over to her. You're not sure if they're just looking at her, checking her out, they just caught her attention, or if they're doing it on purpose.
I think just kind of observing this, Anthony will kind of just motion to Soon, who's just kind of vibing on the ceiling, to move over that specific person and
Okay.
keep an eye on them. And
Have him make a stealth check.
ready to blind them if they needed. Stealth check. 1 second.
I love that the captions are capturing RJ's lovely singing.
Can I do it in character?
Hell
And
yeah.
if you close your eyes,
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing's changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Eyes person with book.
just one page. There's a few people there that are really enjoying your music. Roll me a D100.
Can I argue for Soon advantage as he's on the ceiling?
89.
Okay.
Mm,
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I'll say no.
Fair enough. He rolled a
Um,
6 because he rolled a 2 on that. Falls down on top of them.
sorry, Len, you get a fair amount of gold here. People are really enjoying your music. And some people, there's a small crowd that gathers around, and eventually some people leave, but others come. You make about 89 gold.
At the end of the song, Len will just say, if you all have time, please stop in the cafe, get some coffee.
Yeah, a few people agree, and they start walking like they feel like they assume this is like some sort of promotional thing. Let me make a perception check. That's not great for him. That is good for her. She comes back with the sandwiches and sets one in front of you. And she's looking around, and she's about to take a bite, and you both hear like this sort of like clicking. And she furrows her brows, and she looks up. And you look up, I would assume. And you see Soon on the ceiling. She sees Soon on the ceiling.
What is that?
I have no idea. For Soon,
Did you kill my robot?
please roll a. Let's see. Strength check for Soon. Straight roll.
Soon has 2 in strength.
Yeah, I know. He's a tiny robot.
14.
Okay. You see her look up, very curious, Sebastian. And she points at it. She doesn't know what it is. And you notice that Soon stops moving. And then slowly moves off the ceiling, floating in midair until it comes into her hand.
Is it the bug?
I don't think so. It's metallic.
R2D2 screaming.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Hmm.
I think Soon will stop screaming for a moment and then start playing the song he heard outside.
I have before, but normally you don't see them out like this.
No. What do you think it is? Have you seen one before?
The metal bug?
Make a deception check.
18.
Okay. Could be. Well, I can ask somebody. I'll keep it with me and I'll bring it to somebody who knows.
All right. Let me know what it
rather
is.
Interesting. I will. It seems rather interesting, to be honest.
He switches over to a romantic song, and there's a burst of rose smell.
Oh.
Oh, that's strong.
Oh, I can taste it. I don't.
Okay. Well, here you go. And she throws him in her bag.
Goes back to screaming.
What is that thing doing?
I
She'll
don't.
take it out and
Goes back
Looks-
to playing a song.
over to the counter. It's like, excuse me, sir. And you look at a guy in the barista counter. It's like, what is this? It was in your ceiling. And they're like, the fuck? This should have the most confused face. Like, whatever it is, it's not ours. She
Weird.
handles it again. You know, I've heard about something similar. At least in description wise. Something about an artificer making these little robots.
I wonder if I can buy one.
Maybe. Well, I'll make sure to check and find its lost owner. How about that?
All right. If you find out that they're for sale, I want 5.
All right. Now, are you going to keep screaming? She'll look at soon.
Soon pauses and says, "No dark bags."
Can you find your way to your owner?
There's a pause. Then kind of just scuttles up her arm, sits on her shoulder.
I think
not
you've
its
adopted
owner.
it.
Right. Well, I'm just going to. She takes him off, puts him on the table. You can go find your owner, little one. It's fine. I'm not.
Am mommy now.
Oh, she was always mommy. I mean, what?
He
Uh,
pushes himself back up on her teacup, watching her.
I think it thinks you're its mother. Is this like what happens with geese?
I have no idea what happens with geese.
They just kind of adopt the mom.
Right.
read-
Well,
Mhm.
give me a moment. And she's gonna take it, and go up to the barista and say, "It's not yours, but it's not mine. So I guess the thing is lost." She'll place it down on the counter, and they're like, "Okay, I guess we have a lost and found box." And take Soon and put him in a lost and found box.
Back to screaming.
Ah, Jesus. If you don't stop screaming, I'll throw you out.
Maybe we should take our breakfast to go. Go for a walk.
Maybe. What a curious little thing. A walk will be lovely. She'll drink some of her coffee and take her sandwich with her. Any specific place you'd like to go?
Somewhere where there's not tiny metal things screaming at me. I know of a lovely park. Let's head there.
Sure. I must say thank you for inviting me out. I haven't been out in so long.
Oh, all work and no play. Makes for a very dull day.
I know, but it's been busy. It's, enrollment season. We're getting new people, freshmen. It's hectic,
I can understand that.
So, have you been on an adventure that you like? What's your favorite, most interesting one?
Most interesting one. One time I got sucked into a crazy circus. And Lucy's going to, as Sebastian, open the door for Moira,
Yeah.
and do the gentle, like, guide with the back of the hand on the lower back thing, and guide her around town as she tells the story of Tasha's circus.
That
And
is a story.
that is a story. If anyone would like to see it, it's the very first short adventure that we all did on this this wonderful, wonderful game. And tells her about the crazy spiders and leaves out the part about the dimension hopping.
Okay.
But tells all the rest very, very adamantly.
She's listening with attention, and looking like, wow. Does she smell like what the fuck under her breath at points?
That's what I said.
That sounds terrifying.
It was, but also exciting. And also, I made some friends. I think I have an invitation back to that circus. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't go back, but that's up to you.
Oh, we cleared up all the nastiness. It's fine now. I hope. I think. Nah, she seemed fine.
Oh, all right. Well, I must say I've never been on something that exciting.
Really, not even once.
The closest I've gotten to is, let's say, I went to a circus once and a beam fell.
Not
The
the kind
artists
of.
were fine. I knew the most amazing, what did we call it? Silk dancer. Some people died. I don't know.
That's unfortunate to hear. My condolences.
It's alright. I didn't know them. So
As
they
we're
never in my way.
As we're walking, does anyone appear to be following us?
Make a perception check.
It's a natural 20 plus my 1 in perception. This is the one time Lucy will ever roll a natural 20 on perception, and I am so glad that it is right now. I'm going to take a photo of it.
Okay, you can memorize that. With a natural 20 plus 1, so 21. You're looking around as you're telling the story, making it seem casual. Surprisingly enough, it doesn't seem like anyone's following you.
Cool. Do I see somewhere somewhat secluded on our walk?
With a natural 20, I would say there's a lot of these little like alleyway parks throughout the city. So there's a lot of little places that have like maybe 1 or 2 benches with like a really nice tree and maybe like a little fountain and stuff like that. Or there's just a regular alleyway. So
She'll head to one of those little parks and sit by a fountain.
mm-hmm.
So tell me, you're students. Do you get to work with them one-on-one?
Not really, unless they're talking about scholarships and all that stuff. I mostly manage paperwork and financial stuff. The teachers that really get to know the students one-on-one.
Do you think you'd ever become a teacher for someone? Take on a class.
No, I don't know. I'm not much for teaching a university curriculum.
What would you be good for teaching?
Oh, I don't know. Paperwork, accounting.
I think you'd be better at much more than that.
Just gonna roll an insight check.
She doesn't have to. With that, Lucy's gonna switch into her true face.
There's just a slow quirk of her eyebrow.
Sorry, dear. I had to make sure you weren't trying to kill me. Hello, Moira.
Hello, Lucy. I didn't teach you all that just so you could reveal your face the moment we were alone.
No, but I'm on a time schedule. Other than this, how'd I do?
You need to work. You've been
Hmm.
sleeping. Now, dear, what can I do for you before I have to do my job?
I was hoping to avoid you doing your job and give you a new one.
Go ahead. Sell me on your job.
I want you to take over when I'm done.
By done, I assume you mean a little revenge plot.
Might have started out that way.
Charlie, you have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
What can I say? I've been busy.
I know. We know.
Hmm.
He's noticed people missing Lucy dear.
Shame. He'll never find them.
Oh, he doesn't want to find them. You're leaving a little paper trail for him, you know that, right?
Not one that ends anywhere that he wants to go.
Hmm. Convince me
But
why I shouldn't turn you over right now.
do you really want to live the rest of your life under his thumb?
It's the only life I have. It's what I'm good at.
See, I think you would be better running the place, turning it into something better.
Something better. You really do think much more highly of me than you should.
Maybe. I'd like to prove my friends wrong about that, though.
Oh, you have friends now. I've heard. Little artificer friend, healer. How's Hazelbridge?
Cool. Not too hot, not too cold. You'd
How's
like
your
it.
boyfriend?
Hot.
Mm.
Definitely not cold. How's Morgan?
As she always is.
Annoyingly prudish with a stick up her ass?
Always.
Hmm.
I really hope you'd be smarter than this. Maybe leave. I understand what you're doing. I understand what you're offering, but you have no idea what he's capable of.
He raised us both. I have the perfect idea what he's capable of.
No, darling, you don't.
So that's it then. You're going to turn me in. Squeal on me to dear old daddy.
Do you understand what he's doing? Do you really think you understand how Gregor works?
Think I have a better idea than most.
You don't. He's slipping into madness because his little shadow is gone and you took it away from him a second time.
That's not my problem. He should go to therapy. Get a little help.
Therapy can't help that man.
How bad is it?
You think he was bad before, darling. Take it up a few notches. Maybe 10. Yeah, it's like everything's all right. But with the amount of power and control that man has, he's not going to fall alone. He's going to take everyone with him. And everything. Do you really think he's going to hurt you, darling? He wants you back, alive and willing. He's going to kill everything and everyone around you until you come back to him, begging. You know that's true.
Well, he's going to be waiting a long time then. I'm not as fragile as I used to be.
Darling, you were never fragile. You just didn't know your own strength.
So what? You're going to go cower to him, tell him I came to see you, tell him about my proposition?
Insults get you nowhere, darling.
It's the truth.
What did we say? We attract more flies with honey.
Yes, well, that was back when I thought you were strong enough to take him on. I used to think you were the strongest one there, but apparently I was wrong.
Think what you may. But make an insight check.
I rolled a natural 1 for a 2.
Okay.
I'm back to those Lucy rolls.
You see her face just straight. No emotion.
You know, when I was scared and I was running initially, I used your face a lot, sorry. Made me feel better.
You're a strong woman. Much stronger than I ever was.
Do you want out?
Darling, there's no out.
I'm not asking what you think there is or isn't. I'm asking, do you want out? For you, Morgan. Anyone else there you care about?
In a perfect world, I wouldn't be there. In a perfect world, you wouldn't have revealed your face to me.
Well, survive there as long as you can. I'll see you again. And one day, we'll take that trip up to the mountains together. I'll introduce you to a dragon or two. Deal?
Teal, I'm going to give you something. I'm going to do the nicest thing I've ever done for anyone. I'm going to give you a head start. Whether I want to or not, he's going to find out. He no longer asks, he demands.
And what makes it easier on you to go back? That I got away or that you were incapacitated?
Get away. You're one of the only few people I knew it's not meant for this life. You have 1 hour. Please just get away.
Do you know where the boy is? Everett.
Not specifically.
I'll leave now, but I need information on where he is.
Have you ever traveled to the different towns here? Well, quite
Some.
lovely. It's a little town called Farwater. It's lovely this time of year. Cold. Looks a river. Even smaller towns around it, they're lovely. Very homey.
Uh-oh. Good thing someone's knitted me a lot of sweaters recently again, I guess. So maybe I'll plan a vacation.
Maybe. And Lucy. Are you still a wizard?
I am. In some ways.
Then I need you to do something for me. Like I said, this is the kindest thing I've ever done for anyone. And she'll go into her bag and pull out a spell scroll and hand it to you.
Looks at spell scroll.
You open it up and looking through it, you see it's a modified memory spell. Use it right now on me. Last few minutes. I would have still known you're here. I wouldn't know where you went.
Thank you. Lucy's gonna pull her in for a hug first.
She'll hug you back. You're much stronger than I ever was. Know that in my own way I am helping you.
Just survive there. As long as you can. You and Morgan won't live out the rest of your days there, I promise.
I've heard that many times too.
Hmm.
You're always my best student, you know that?
That means a lot. Good luck.
To you too.
All right. What do you want me to roll to see if I can cast this spell?
It is a spellcasting modifier check of 10
Mhm.
plus the spell level.
What level is it?
It's a 5th level enchantment, so you have to
Hit a 15.
a 15.
Do I have any advantages I can use? Hang on, let me check the reward stock. I don't want Scrambler Brain.
Could Len make a stealth check to get like closer? He like fucking minor illusioned a be right back in 15 on the wall.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, it's a 17. I want to give her a bardic inspiration.
Let's see.
It's a D6, sadly.
Okay. I will use that. I'm going to use up that DM inspiration that you gave us
Yeah, use it up.
so I can have that advantage plus the bardic inspiration.
High five.
You know, we're gonna hang on. I gotta switch over. We're gonna use the RJ dice.
No.
These two roll well.
Okay, I was about
Roll
to say.
stealth for me, Len.
Oh, I got a
Did you already-
17.
I had 17, right? Okay.
And that's plus a d6.
Yes.
I rolled a 3, so you're fine. No matter what her modifiers are.
I rolled a 17.
Nice.
I rolled an 11 and a 6. Oh, plus my spellcasting modifier, right?
Yeah.
So that would be... Oh, which one of these is the...
Thanks,
Is this
guys, for
wizard?
the inspiration.
17, 18, 19. That's a dirty 20.
So you must speak to the target to describe how its memories are affected and must be able to understand your language for the modified memories to take root. Its mind fills with any gaps in the details of your description. If the spell ends before you have finished describing the modified memories, the creature's memory isn't altered.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily like affect how they behave in any of that. It's just you get to replace a set of memories. So you could even tell her you went somewhere else.
Okay. So replacing the last few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, what would Lucy do? She modifies it that they argued
Mm-hmm.
and fought, and Lucy ran for the back of the park
Mm-hmm.
and around a corner, and all Moira saw was a flash of light,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
mimicking teleportation. But Lucy will actually grab Len if she can see him and teleport back to the
Make
cafe.
a perception check.
Okay. That's a 7.
You don't see him.
Balls. She'll teleport herself back to the cafe.
As you cast the spell, you see a sort of haziness over her eyes as she kind of retreats in herself, and excuse me, the new memories start to form. She remembers everything up until when you change into your face, and she remembers fighting. And she remembers you leaving. She remembers the flash of light. And there's a few moments that you have after the spell's casted to leave before she notices.
Lucy will go around a corner and cast teleport from her boots.
Mm-hmm. Then what are you doing?
As Roland's watching this, he just quietly hikes the lyre up on his shoulder, ticks the earring. I'm heading back, taking a long way around to the inn.
You hear Jack and say, "Got it."
Okie dokie.
Pushes the hat over his face a little bit more and just walks away.
Lucy will switch into just a random face in an alleyway somewhere. All right, on my way back.
We see as the audience, Jack waiting a few blocks down from where Lucy was, casually pushing themselves off a wall and walking back. Anthony, what were you doing?
He kind of dismisses himself to the toilet, soon kind of scuttles in after him, gets into his pocket. Anthony comes back out. It looks like a dark-skinned man, curly brown hair, honey brown eyes, and pulls off the hat and kind of just waves it as he leaves. Goes back to the inn.
Eventually, y'all make it back to the inn. You don't see Rem or Strut there. Yeah. But you're to reconvene. So, Jack says, what happened?
Lucy has tears in her eyes. She helped me.
He'll hug her.
We need to go to Farwater next. She didn't have many specifics, which I expected, but she thinks Ethan will be there.
Okay.
Is it on our map? I don't know where that is.
Zoom, enhance.
It's right here.
That's Lucy talking, not me.
Okay. I think it's right across this it's south of Hazelbridge, a few towns over.
Right. Would I know what's in Farwater since I'm from Hazelbridge?
Go ahead and make a history check.
Come on, dumb boy Len. 9.
9. You know, there's a lot of like river fishing in that area. That's kind of its main thing. It's not a big trade city like Hazelbridge or Oakhart or any of those. It's mostly a working town. It does have a few smaller like towns around it, like villages as well.
Mhm.
It's not the richest, but it's not the poorest. It's fairly middle ground. They do work with the mining town often, trading food for materials and the such.
Well, if we head down to Wolf Den, then we could take a riverboat down the Runia Run straight to Farwater. Cut some time off our travel.
All right. I can get us to Hazelbridge.
We want to leave immediately?
Yes, she gave us an hour.
All right. Ron will walk past Lucy and pat her on the shoulder.
Lucy will cast Ascending to... she'll contact both Rem and Dr. Strut
Mm-hmm.
and let them know that they're reconvening and moving out.
Okay. Do you tell them more specifically?
To where we're going to? No. She's
Mhm.
basically just having them come back and she'll tell them in person.
Okay. Eventually they get there. They seem to have been taking a very long route to get there, but they make it. So, no one died. I'm assuming things went well. The doctor kind of just thumbs up.
As well as they could. The boy we're looking for, we think, is in Farwater.
Far water.
Do either of you have contacts there?
I've helped a few people there, but not any major contacts.
Would they be able to shelter us discreetly?
I don't know about discreetly, but you'll have a place to stay. They're just regular people, dear. But they do owe me a few favors.
All right. The more low profile we can be going in, the better, I think.
All right. Rem looks to you and says, we don't have any establishments there, but I could take a few days off work, travel. I like it. I like the river. It's nice, right? Cold. I don't know.
Cold, from what I've heard. Your people here. Can they keep an eye on her from a distance for a while?
Yes, I can.
If anything happens to her, let me know immediately.
Will do. What do you want me to do about short, sweet, and spicy? Points to Mishka, and she's just like in like making like dealing a few like chemical supplies in the corner. I heard nothing.
I think the safest bet is to take her with us at this point.
Do you want to go with us, Mishka?
I don't know. I feel like I have to. Like I know too much. And now who? Yeah, I don't know. Oh God, my midterms,
One moment.
my finals.
Lucy's gonna hit her sending earring to Fanor.
Ooh. Ask him to borrow her for some research. It'll be great.
No,
She's gonna be his research assistant.
he doesn't need another one.
No, that's the cover, Anthony.
You know that's not gonna happen. It's gonna become true.
Right. Hits her sending earring to Fanor. Slow turn away. Fanor, you wouldn't happen to be the alumni that's from the school here in Hanaveris, are you?
No, I didn't go to school as a material plane.
Do you know who is?
Ezra.
Can you have Ezra work a favor for me?
You're gonna have to ask him that yourself.
I'm out of sending spells.
All right. What do you need?
And she'll explain that they're looking for Everett and that Everett's friend found them and they need a excuse that will get her excused from the university, but will basically give her the freedom to travel with them. So she's hoping that Ezra will write to the university saying that he is schooling the young protege for a few weeks and or something like that. I don't know. Can he just make up something that is believable but also won't get her kicked out of school? I feel bad.
Yes. That'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed.
I mean, she'll be with us. He doesn't really have to do anything.
That's true. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna have him call you. It's a few moments, minute, 5 minutes, and Mishka's just so pouring like two different color liquids into one vial that as they touch, it turns into like this toxic green color.
Oh, that's
Don't talk
pretty.
to me. I am concentrating.
Uh-huh. Ezra
No.
does not need another assistant.
Anthony, we have to get her an out. What do you think we do? Go drop her off with Tess?
Tess could use a poisoner.
Right, because her plus Mickelson wouldn't cause chaos.
I don't get it. Am I traveling with you or am I actually leaving to help someone? She's just slowly pouring these two liquids.
I'm working on it.
Lucy, darling, how are you? You didn't join me last time for margaritas.
No, I've been gone for like a week.
Yes, and when did you see me when you were here? Not once.
I saw you all the time.
No.
I'm rolling my eyes at you. Did
I
Fano tell
can
you what we
tell.
need?
Yes. Who is this protege or whoever I'm speaking for?
Sweet girl works with poisons. I need an excuse for her to travel with us that won't get her kicked out of school.
All right, I can make a few calls. I am a star alumni after all. You can't see it, but I'm flipping my hair.
I've heard. Thank you.
You're welcome. What's the girl's name?
Mishka. Mishka, what's your last name?
1 second. Pouring
Sorry.
the last bit.
Sorry, she's currently pouring something.
Don't touch it. It's going to be hot. My last name is. God, I don't know what her last name is.
Her last name is insert last name here.
Her last name is Marcy, like Marcea.
Her name's Mishka Marcy.
Got
Good.
it.
Good with poisons. Star student, right? Your grades are good, right?
Yes, 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 they are.
Why is
Thank
it
you.
hot?
Don't touch it.
That's on top of the Bunsen burner, Anthony. God.
Anyways,
Listen, if you want your limb to stay your limb, don't touch it.
just in case, can you work out a month for her?
Oh, sure. I will try my best. I'll get into contact with them.
Thank you. I'm taking her out of the city now.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. Okay.
Work your magic. Bye.
Nishka love, is this supposed to smell like bitter almonds?
Yes.
Ah.
She puts a stopper on it.
All right, that
You can
settles
spell
it.
You can't spell it?
No.
This is a gift for you. She'll give it to Len. Only use it when you really need it.
We're gonna have to do some tests on your olfactory senses.
You will not.
Just a quick,
Nope.
shove instrument up there, wiggle it around. You sneeze a little bit, it's fine.
I don't know what I missed, but I am glad I
I
missed
gave
it.
him cyanide.
Oh, the one that smells like almonds.
Yes.
Bitter
I can't
almonds.
smell it.
You should really get your nose checked.
You should. Anyways,
And the
Peanut.
smell of bitter almonds.
Lucy's gonna scoop Peanut up. All right. As I was working it out, if anyone asks, you were at court for a month working with Ezra. One-on-one.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll actually get to work with him. I don't know how
That'd
long
be
this will take.
cool. That would do wonders for my thesis.
Well, we'll try and get this wrapped up then. You have a month. Let's go.
Yay! I'm gonna tell my mom all about it. Not this, not like the secret mission, but like the assistant type. It's okay.
Right.
She's gonna be so proud. Dad's gonna be really proud too. Anyway, let's go. Adventure time. I've never been on an adventure.
Oh boy. Hazelbridge?
Hazelbridge.
I've never been there. It's nice.
All right, Lucy will teleport the group. Plus Peanut.
Mishka will has scooped everything up into her little kit. It's like, oh, I don't have clothes.
We can get you some when we go there.
Okay. You teleport. Strut and Ren stay behind. They have their own things to do there before they leave. But you teleport to Hazelbridge and we'll take a break there. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, so don't go nowhere. Unless you just to grab a food, grab a fan, or check us out on YouTube and Twitter and other stuff. But anything there. And anything other than that, we'll see you soon.
Hi, everybody.
I have morning brain.
Hello, everybody. We are back. RJ is putting his shoes on.
No feed on Twitch.
No feed on Twitch. Thank you, everyone, so much for sticking with us through the break. If this is your first time on our channel and you've recently discovered our game, hi, how are ya? This is a charity channel, so if you would like to affect our game with your bits and your subs, you can do so. All that money goes to the trevorproject.org every time I receive a Twitch payout. And we just donated as a community $101 and I think 46 cents to the trevorproject.org yesterday, so thanks everyone for letting me do this. This is a lot of fun. I've been doing it since mid-2020, and I have no intention of stopping it because we can make the world a better place together. Anyways, that is all about the channel. I'm going to go ahead and hand it on back over. Satan, let's go.
Of course, I just yawned now.
I timed it like that. It was intentional.
You did. With a quick blast of magical light, you find yourself teleported to Hazelbridge, to teleportation house. You appear with not only your three companions, Jack, Anthony, and Len, but also a new one, Mishka, who looks at the world bright-eyed and curiously. So where are we going?
Farwater.
Is it far? Sorry.
I have no idea. But the joke
Far.
was well timed.
Oh, okay, good. I was hoping it landed. Okay, so fun fact. I've never been in actual combat before.
Okay.
Or adventuring.
Well,
I'm more of a bookworm type of gal.
Do you
Have
want
you-
something to protect yourself?
Do I have something? I have magic.
Okay. Do you want another thing?
Sure.
Kind of waves his hands, and a little small goose appears in his hand and hands it to her.
Oh
I
no,
thought-
that's the ornery one.
I thought she was a bracelet. Looks
can
at
do
Jack's
whatever.
wrist.
I don't have it anymore, it seems.
She can be whatever I want her to be.
What's this?
He pointed at something and it explodes.
Okay.
Not in your hand, at things.
Just be careful. She does hold a grudge.
Okay. She'll
She
just-
also can heal. She can protect. She has 3 facets on her, so just tell her which one you want.
All right. I know how to use a dagger. My dad taught me, to my mom's dismay.
Hit me
Good.
with it.
What?
Hit me with it.
Okay. She'll just stab you.
Bardic inspiration.
She rolled a natural. She stabs your leg and you take it. You don't even have to waste your bardic inspiration.
Okay, cool. So as she's stabbing him, Rollin will turn to Anthony. Hey, you know she deals in poisons, right? Stab.
It's okay. I can protect myself against poisons.
You take 6 piercing damage and 10 poison damage.
The poison is nullified as protection against poison takes effect.
See, I could fight with a dagger. She just takes it out of your thigh.
That's pretty good. Heals himself.
You are literally going to give me an aneurysm.
I've heard
Right.
that before. The guards are just standing around like,
Hey, Greg. Hey, Billy.
hey, Len.
Hey,
Another day at the office.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask.
It's okay. I'm his doctor.
Yep.
Don't tell my mom.
Have a good day.
don't
If I
tell
didn't see
Heather.
it, I can't report it.
Don't tell Heather. Don't tell Fandor.
Who? What? I'm gonna go on my lunch break.
All right.
Lucy's gonna slip Billy 5 gold coins. Definitely tell Fanor. So, well then, where do we go?
Points off in a direction, and we might want to take a cart down to Wolf Den first. It's a bit of a walk. Plus, we also have to cross a river.
Are we getting one from court? Buying one?
I'll let you work out the logistics of it. I'm processing that fiasco right now. Give me a second.
I
Hey,
Yes, your day has been so emotionally traumatic. I'm okay.
I'm gonna go buy a cart.
Hey, listen, don't marginalize other people's traumas. I know you've been through a lot, but also, I'm this man's medical practitioner, and he just asked to be stabbed.
He
I don't
asks
know
peop-
whether.
He asks people to punch him all the time. It's his thing.
Yeah, punch, punch, punch.
I need to know if
Punch.
she can defend herself. She can.
Well, I have vial of acid. I can throw at people's face
That's
and
very good.
run.
You
That's
can
what
do
my
that.
mom told me to do. She's like, you just throw and run, bob and weave, all that stuff.
No matter what he asks you to do not throw that in his face. Please.
Oh. Yeah,
afford
well,
another
acid's a
one.
little bit, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
Right. Do I know where any cart sellers are?
If there's
Yeah,
like a cart heading down to Wolf Den.
yeah. There's an area that's kind of like for travelers that you can sell or rent cars or buy carts with like horses and stuff. It's gonna
Okay.
be near the blip blip blip. Where's my? I have too many tabs. There's one that's going to be towards the back of Hazelbridge, so that the entryway that goes back to the forest.
Lucy will head for that one and buy a horse and a cart.
Okay, that's gonna be 50 gold.
All right.
Here, he'll give her 50 from what he busked from the cafe.
Puts her 50 back in her pocket. Anyone need anything before we go?
Kind of want to hit up the halal cart.
Wanna buy food for on the road? We're gonna go
Girl is so
camping.
nice.
Camping's not quite. You know what? Sure. We'll buy camping food.
Okay.
You all do that. I'm going to make a stop in at court.
All right.
Lucy's going to teleport directly into the court.
Okay, you do that, and as you leave, Mish was like, "Is she gonna be all right?"
Remains to be seen.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Well, I can understand. I mean, as far as I can, comprehend from what she's going through. You guys sure we're gonna get Everett back?
We'll do our best.
All right. Food. Let's go buy some food.
Girls.
As you go and buy your food, Lucy, you teleport to court. Where do you go?
Oh, she's getting more knives from her room.
Okay.
She'll stop in to see her patron too while she's there, give a report, and drop off the 1,000 gold. Plus 500
Thanks.
more that as interest.
Thank you.
You're welcome. At least this time I made you money.
You did. So, what's your plan then?
Keep following the trail. See if we can pick up the boy.
All right. Just let me know if you need anything.
1,000,000 gold.
No.
Fine.
Good luck.
Thank you. Lucy will nod and head up.
1 second, Lucy. Come here.
Yes.
You see her slowly stand up from her desk and go over to you as she faces you. Takes a moment and gives you a hug. You look like you needed it.
I did. Long night of drinking when I get back.
Of course.
Mm.
I'll make sure to get the good chocolate.
Get double our usual order.
All right.
And peanut butter for Peanut,
Always.
holding her squirming puppy.
She'll give Peanut a scratch on the head before she leaves.
Lucy will do that and then head back to the others.
Mhm. As you two with Mishka and Jack head to the halal cart, it's a nice park area. You're able to get your food and kind of sit around like the fountain slash little like shrubberies that are around the fountain and have your meal and waiting for Lucy. What are your passive perceptions?
24.
20.
Okay. 20. You're sitting around and you're sitting around this shrubbery and looking at people pass by, and out of the corner of your eye, I would say, Anthony, you're the first one to notice, but you notice that around your berry bushes. It's a little bit too into the winter for them to be blooming, but they are. And you see liquid kind of slowly dripping off the berries, almost as if they were bleeding.
Just kind of reach over and bap Rollin.
Wow.
Points to the berry bushes. I know I'm mountain folk, but that's not right.
When as you look at it, it's for a moment you think they're like pulsing.
Yeah, no, that's totally wrong. Different.
Make a nature
Gross.
check.
Don't like that. I'm
Oh,
using well, we'll see what we get.
I'll give you a +4 to your roll.
And then I'll use an inspiration. Thanks, chat. Plus 15. 18.
Okay. You've never really heard of anything like this. The time of year is wrong. The coloring is a little too dark. They shouldn't all be bleeding like this, let alone pulsing.
Wrong gun. Touch it. -1 in.
I think Anthony just smacked his hand. No.
What, you get to get stabbed, but I can't touch things?
What are we touching?
Don't touch it.
Okay.
I'll point out the berries to Mishka.
She'll grab one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. See how it feels? Bell end.
I was stabbing.
It smells like it's just about to turn off. Sorry, just about to turn. Like go off.
Like a
Rotten?
rot?
She'll squish it.
Oh. Why?
It's berry. And you see that her fingers are stained with deep red.
Sure they're not poisoned.
I don't know. And she'll lick her finger.
Rylan, and I'm the one going to give you an aneurysm?
No, I'm concerned about you. I'm not concerned about her because she deals in poisons all the time.
I do deal in poisons all the time.
You know all of my poisons.
I trust people in their field. Are you in the field of stabbing, good sir?
Yes. That's literally what I do.
So, like, not to like alarm anyone, but that was like strangely very irony.
Oh, like blood?
Yeah.
Gross.
I'll try one.
It's you have like you feel a slight pulse on your tongue as you pop it into your mouth. And you squish it. It is surprisingly very soft. And as the berry bursts in your mouth, it's you have that kind of faint sweetness, or like it's a little, it's like the just the right amount of sweetness, but you can tell there's a slight bitterness that's about to turn. And then as you swallow it and you taste it, it's turns to an irony sort of taste in your mouth. Like you've known this before when you've bitten your tongue, or if you got into a scrap and someone punched you in the face when you have blood in your mouth.
I hope the bush possesses you.
I do wish that upon anyone.
You ate a berry that you're told not to eat.
And you get stabbed.
At
That's
least
what
I
we
only
do.
licked it.
Anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grabs like a few berries and puts them in a handkerchief. I'm gonna go talk to my parents.
Okay. Good luck.
Y'all want to come along?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go. Want to see if you turn into a bush person?
At this point, Lucy, you teleport back and you go to where they were to get to where the food carts are, the place. Jack stayed back waiting for you.
We got her a nice shawarma wrap.
Yeah.
Where's everyone?
So the berries are bleeding and they went to check it out.
The berries are bleeding.
He'll just point to them.
And I see the same thing that they saw.
Yep.
She's gonna tap her tattoo to her patron.
So quick.
Are the berries in Hazelbridge supposed to be bleeding?
At this time of year.
Well, A, there shouldn't be berries this time of year. It's too late into the winter. B, to my knowledge, berries don't bleed unless you're talking about the juice is just coming out if they're squished or anything.
She takes one and squeezes it a little. Not enough to pop it, but just to make it ooze a little.
Yeah.
I'm at the food cart stand in Hazelbridge. There's bushes here full of berries and they're bleeding. Want to take a look? They're quite squishy.
I'll send someone over.
Okay.
Don't touch it. You touched it.
I'm holding one right now.
Put it down.
Drops it on the ground.
Jack says to you, Mishka licked one and then Len just ate one, so.
Mishka licked one and Len ate one. I don't know where they are.
You just hear groan from the other side.
I'm here with Jack. I'll stay put. That's
Right.
what you're going to tell me to do, right?
Well, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to send someone over there to grab a few samples.
Okay.
Jack tells you where they went. That they went to Len's parents' what's the word? Clinic. I don't know why the word citadel into my clinic.
His parents have really moved up in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucy will go there with him.
Yeah.
Still doing this with their
Yeah.
fingers, playing with the
Yeah.
juice.
Yeah. It's just slightly thicker than what it usually would be.
Hmm.
That's gross.
I think it's kind of neat. I wonder if it's poisonous.
Well, they didn't die. Maybe they're dead over there.
How long do you think it would take to get a new doctor if he dies?
Probably not long.
Okay.
You make your way there, and Len and Anthony, as you get there with Mishka, Len, you see the little rabbit person that is the front desk woman at your parents' clinic. It's like, please fill out a form and we'll be with you in a few. Oh, it's you. Hi.
Begins to fill out a form.
Why are you filling out a form?
I thought this was the bit.
I'll keep it with your other form. See if anything's changed.
Well, I did eat some really suspicious berries on the way here, so
Go look in the toilet later, I guess.
that's okay. I can nullify poisons.
Okay, just sit there. Do you want me to tell your parents you're here?
You can get this, and hands her the handkerchief full of berries over to them just in case.
Okay.
It's a sampling of the weird berries that are bleeding iron and copper.
She like opens it and looks at them, looks to you, looks at them. Right. I'm just gonna she's gonna take out a jar, put them in there, close it.
Listen,
Just here, just in case.
if any kids or small animals roll through here and they have some weird stomach conditions after eating these berries, now you know. There are some berries by the halal cart by the fountain in the town that are bleeding.
Okay. Did you all taste them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I did.
She did
Of
too.
course you did. I did.
Mhm.
Right. Well, if you have any adverse effects, just contact us within the next 24 hours.
And I'll see what I can do about figuring out a treatment. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'll get your parents on this.
All right. Give them my love.
Will do. Bye. Now get out of my clinic.
It's my clinic.
No.
It's
It's not. Bye.
a family run walks away.
Yep. As you walk away, you kind of run into Lucy and Jack.
Oh, hey. You're muted, Tom.
On the walk there, Lucy elbows Jack. Remember that one time we tried to prank your mom back home? Let's do get help.
I don't want to get help.
Please.
It's not. I don't.
Come on, I'm much easier to pick up in this body. I can shrink
Why do you-
myself a little.
Okay.
Come on. Let's give Anthony a heart attack, please.
Okay. He'll put your arm over his, and then just walking towards the clinic's like, help, my girlfriend needs help.
Lucy flops and
What
goes
the fuck
limp.
happened?
She touched the berries.
2 of her fingers are red stained.
I don't know what's happening. She just passed out.
There's a flare as why not? Rollin walks over, his eyes glow, and he will just pump HP via lay on hands on her. 11 hit points.
Ooh, ow, hey. Hit me again.
I can only do that once
Oh,
It's fine.
forever.
well, that sucks.
Well, so other than eating weird berries, are we gonna head out?
Sure. Ooh, do you think I'd get like a chest buster? I remember reading a book
What?
So it's about this weird terrestrial species that basically their babies face hug you, implant eggs in your chest, and then after a gestation period burst out.
And do you want that to happen?
Probably be the first person it happened to.
What if you just ate a egg?
How would you be the first person that it happened to if there's a book about it?
It's fiction.
Oh,
It reminds me of something. Not the book, the berries.
Go on.
It's
We're
just a
walking, talking.
Yeah, walking, talking.
then if you die, can I have some of your clothes?
Sure, you're gonna have to get them tailored though.
Oh, no, I don't. She
Oh.
switches into Len.
Right, that.
And then back.
That's freaky. I like it.
Jack, I never knew.
Mishka.
Oh, Mishka, I never knew.
What?
He's already taken, sorry.
I'm talking about you switching.
She's taken. Sorry.
Oh, you're too sweet for me. Just pats her on the head.
I can be not sweet.
I can be mean. Watch.
I'm
You
sure
have
you
a
can.
Dub eyelash. I don't know.
That was a very valiant effort.
Stop patronizing me. I'm not a child.
Are you though?
I'm not. I'm in college. I'm getting my master's.
I know very young people able to get their masters.
I'm 28.
Okay.
Oh, baby. As in child.
I'm just gonna kick you in the chins.
Ow.
I may be short, but I can take your shins out.
Take your kneecaps. Ooh, wop-de-doo, wop-de-doo.
So are we going?
Mhm.
Yes. When we get to a more quiet spot, I'll elaborate on my thoughts.
Okay.
We go.
You head off in your cart and horses, and you set off into the forest from Hazelbridge all the way east.
Yeah, Easton and South to Wolfden.
Yeah, there's going to be a bridge in that little divot in the.
Right by the mountains.
That's
Sorry.
you.
Yeah. In the Mai River. I know how to write the names I came up with and spell them. Anyway, yeah, there's gonna be a bridge there. So as you it's gonna take you about the better part of a day to get there. So you will have to camp out near the bridge, probably only like an hour or two near the bridge, unless you want to keep going throughout the night and make it over the bridge, but you'll take a point of exhaustion.
I think camping is good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Lucy will check in with Vi overnight
Mm-hmm.
and let her know where they're heading. And also
She'll
check in with
listen.
Rem and the doctor.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
We're in Farwater. Where are you?
Oh, we're still traveling.
Oh. We'll see you here.
All right.
This Rem cactus is a very lovely gentleman.
Isn't he absolutely wonderful?
He is.
Excellent dancer. If there's a salsa club nearby, I highly suggest that you take him dancing.
Oh, I think I will. But they're already there, and Vi listens carefully to what you have to say. She's quiet, and the only response you get from her is just keep me updated.
Will do.
So as you travel and you settle down into, there's little spots where you can tell where there's been camps before. The grass has been trampled down. There's clear signs of a rock, like a stone circle where you would put a fire, the bonfire. And Mishka helps in setting up tents and bedrolls and all that stuff. So, what are we planning on doing once we get to Fartwater?
Recon. Try and figure out where he's at. Then go in and get him.
Okay. Do you think he's all right?
Do you want the honest answer or a naive truth or naive lie?
Honest answer.
No.
All right. She just sits by the fire, legs up to her chest, so she just stares at the fire.
Anthony's knitting what looks to be a pair of gloves. Well, back in the sand, when I had a certain sword, I would dream of things.
Really? Like what?
Nightmares. But they were always the color red. Corruption comes in many forms. It doesn't have to be a sword.
You were talking about the bushes back in Hazelbridge.
Why do berries grow in the winter?
I don't know.
They don't.
Well, what do we do about it?
Got my family researching it for the most part.
The Lady of Twilight was sending someone as well.
We'll have to see what comes out of it then.
Keep an eye on you, Lynn.
This is going to be fun.
If you hear a little voice in your head singing praises of grandeur and bullshit, let us know.
Oh, that might just be me. What? You can prank people with sending, too.
They have to be willing, right?
No.
Well, I'll tell you all if I feel anything in the morning.
Will you, though?
Unless something compels me not to tell you.
I wasn't compelled.
I mean, what merit is there to keep a liability under wraps? I've told you about my whole condition. I'm not one to keep secrets either, so take that as you may.
All right.
Right. Well, if anyone here tries to stab me in the middle of the night, I will set you on fire. Just so we're clear.
We will.
Mishka, come here.
Why? What?
Put out your hand.
No.
I'm not going to poison you.
Well, you couldn't, but
Holds up the gloves. I need to see if they fit.
She'll hold out her hand.
Puts them on, buttons them. Perfect.
What do the gloves look like?
They're a soft, kind of deep gray, dove gray, with a bright silver blue bird on them.
These are really nice. Thank you. I should stab you more often if I get gloves out of it.
Please don't.
No, the stabbing was an upside. The gloves are just a benefit.
Oh. Thanks.
Mhm.
Well,
Go back to his bag and puts on some bracers and what looks to be a floating bracelet around both his wrists. All right.
should we take watch then? I heard that's a thing you do when you're camping outside at night.
I'll take first watch.
And grab second.
I'm an elf. I don't really sleep.
So you'll take third and fourth?
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay. So y'all settle in. Lucy, make me a perception check throughout the night. Jack is up with you, so you can
Okay.
have a
Advantage?
advantage, yeah.
$18.
The air is cold. It's stinging cold a little bit. It's already a bit into the winter. And life at night is a little more quiet. There's a soft breeze. You hear the grass move with it. You see some late night travelers passing by. Nothing else. Jack is there with you. He's sitting against a stump that was left there, arm around you, reading a book.
What are you reading?
Nothing that you'd like.
Mm.
Do you want me to switch novels?
Yes.
He'll search for his bag, put the astronomy book that he was reading into it, and take out one of those really badly written smutty novels that you guys read together for the laughs. And you read it together. He makes it a little extra funny to get you laughing and get your mind out of things. But your watch passes. And eventually you can go rest and you can wake up Len for his watch.
Len, wake up.
Mm.
Your turn.
Mm.
Make me a perception check, Len.
25.
25. You hear a bit of scuttering around. You see a few night animals moving about. From a distance, you do see a small group of what you think are goblins. There's some torchlight. They don't seem to be bothering you. They're just out towards the dark. They're a little bit more night creatures than they are day creatures. But you see a group of them kind of heading your opposite direction.
Len's just gonna stand by the firelight, arms crossed, just watching them go.
Yeah. They get slightly closer. You can hear some chattering, some quiet laughter, as they can see that you have a bonfire. There's people around. They don't want to bother you. But there are a few curious glances your way. But they pass peacefully. Nice, is quiet.
I know Undercommon if they're speaking it.
Speaking Goblin.
Okay.
You speak Goblin?
Do not.
Okay. It sounds Australian. According to Danae Keener.
Wanka.
Sorry, undercommon sounds Australian, I think.
Yeah.
Down under.
Down on the dock.
Yeah. But your watch passes. You can wake Anthony for the last 2 watches.
Just a boot nudge with his boot as he rolls back to like his sleeping roll.
Mm-hmm.
Dude pops out from behind Anthony's back and just lands on your face.
Pat, pat.
Anthony, you settle down for your watch. Make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 28.
28. You see the faint, very faint glow of the torchlight from where those goblins were. They're already walking way off.
Mhm.
And throughout your 2 watches, you hear more of the night. Creatures moving around, scuttering. The moonlight shines brightly on you. It's cold. The 28. You're very well aware of your surroundings and nothing seems to be off.
I think
Oh,
at one point. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go.
I think at one point he'll just call Soon over and watch Mishka and tell Soon to get deep into her bag.
Okay. He goes in the bag.
Resume his watch.
Hmm?
He'll resume his watch.
Okay. While you're taking your watch, Lynn, Lucy, you both have a dream. As you're falling back into slumber, the darkness becomes a hazy gray, becomes a white mist rolling over the ground that turns from desaturated green grass to mud into murky water. You feel yourself floating. Surface tension around you as you open your eyes and look down into the bottom of a river, riddled with stones and scuttling salamanders, small fish. You feel weightless for a bit. You're not drowning, but you feel that you're floating in a river face down as you're looking down into the microorganisms that compose the bottom of this river. You see plants floating, the dull sunlight traveling through the water. It feels oddly peaceful, yet there's something strange about it. You're floating there for a bit, and you feel a hand on your shoulders as you're floating face down across this river. And with the jerk, you feel yourself being turned over. And you see your own face looking down at you. Confusion, anger, before it starts attacking you. You know that they plan on being violent. You don't understand what's going on. It seems that they don't understand what's going on, and you feel like you're fighting for your life. And with every hit, the dream fades. The pain becomes dull. The cold water around you subsides. and everything fades away into a mist. And you wake up. The dull morning light greeting you.
Do we remember the dream?
Bits and pieces. You wake up and you remember water, strange feeling, seeing your face. It doesn't really make sense. The more you're awake, the more it slips from your mind.
Rollin grabs his journal and tries to note down everything.
Back, I guess.
3.
You write down water, mist, and that's it.
He's there rubbing like the bridge of his nose.
Good morning.
You should give me another swimming lesson.
All right. He has a blanket he's been knitting.
Did you do all that last night?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm very industrious when I have nothing to do.
Can I have some gloves too?
Yes. What color?
Blue.
All right.
They'll match the headband Fib made me. She pulls out her ear warmer headband and puts it on.
Oh.
Okay.
Rollin rolls his shoulder as he stands.
You see Mishka just sit up suddenly. Morning, I'm awake. Her eyes aren't open yet. I'm awake.
Miss Mishka, have you handed in your term paper yet?
What? Where-
20% of
God.
your grade.
No, stop. Don't do that to me. That's mean.
Or
Why
like
does
I
that
said,
mean?
I was right there with you.
He's stressing me out.
Schools emphasized a lot about writing and research, and if you didn't get it done on time, they dock you points and probably hold you back a grade.
Or fail you completely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird.
What's weird?
For some reason, I thought it'd been misty this morning. Anyway,
I thought it was gonna rain.
maybe. Do we get breakfast in these sort of adventures? Or do we just kind of like carry on without like eating like,
Anthony
savages?
points to a bunch of eggs and bacon that he's cooking up.
Amazing. This is great. Just gonna take a bunch of them. This is great. This is good. Now, does anyone have coffee? Or is that like a little too much to
To the
ask?
pot.
Wow, you guys are well set up.
We've been doing this for a while, yes.
Cool. At least I know I'm not going with like newbies. Right? You said you were doing this for a while. Am I gonna die? I guess I could die. No, but I want to finish my thesis.
Death is a great excuse not to finish your thesis.
I know.
If you do you want us to bring you back?
That would be great.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think I have enough diamonds for that.
Try not to get totally
Or-
incinerated. We need at least a pinky.
Well, I'm like fire resistant if that helps.
You're what?
Fire resistant.
That might
Look,
help.
and she'll stick her hand into the fire.
Anthony just kind of goes, why?
what should be like a 3rd-degree burn. It's like her hand is just slightly pink now.
It's because it's what she does, Anthony. Like you getting stabbed.
It's called science. Scientific process of learning.
You're hurting me.
Testing
Stop it.
theories.
She blinded me with science.
Listen, why do you think I care so much anti-poison and antitoxins? Because you got to make sure that what you're using is working.
You
Right.
test on yourself?
Sometimes.
Oh my god.
When
I don't see
was-
why you're so horrified. You're the one who attuned to a nasty sword just to figure out what it would do.
Yes.
Welcome to the Chuckle Fuck crew.
Cool.
Scientific process be damned. It is literally fuck around and find out here.
That's what the scientific process is, to be honest. You just fuck around and find out.
That's how I got Soon
Cool.
in Charlotte.
Mr. Len, can I have some healing for my hand?
1 small cure wounds.
Thank you.
Right, so everyone ready to head out after breakfast?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Soon, Mishka picks up her things. Let me see if she notices anything. Okay.
Is anyone going to
picks up
bother
her
waking up
thing.
Jack? Or should we just
Nope.
let him sleep? Okay. How far do you think we can get before he wakes up?
I'm awake. I'm just not
No.
up. I'm good. Yep. She just gets ready. She's not much of a morning person.
It's the
Mishka
one
is.
thing I couldn't train him into.
No, it's genetic, really. Someone in your family is not a morning person. You yourself might not be a morning person.
His father's not a morning person.
There you go.
Mr. Anthony,
Yep.
why is your robot in my bag?
He likes it.
Guys, why is his robot in my bag?
He likes it.
I've stopped trying to understand why Soon does what Soon does.
Mr. Anthony, why is your robot in my bag?
He likes it.
You know there's acid in there?
Yep.
You know he could have been disintegrated?
Yes.
That's a problem for Soon. He's a grown boy.
How many times have you rebuilt Soon now?
58.
She'll take Soon out of her bag. You stay out of there.
He wiggles his little legs at her.
Puts him on Anthony. I will pour acid on him.
Hmm.
Not on purpose, but it might happen.
This is Charlotte. Pulls out the river rats.
Cute. I've never seen one in real life.
I have. Twice.
I feel like that's a story for on the road.
We
I
also
picked
saw
one up.
Bahir.
Yes. Very intimately.
Their glands are actually really good for potion making. Not poison, but potion.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see the glands when you were inside it, Anthony?
I think I died inside of it.
It can constrict you and cut off your airway. So,
Oh, it just swallowed him.
well, yeah, when you're inside it, its body will constrict you inside of it, much like a snake will, but on the like it's from all sides. So the pressure and the lack of air will eventually make you pass out and eventually die and eventually be digested by it. That's their form of hunting.
Like a big old boa constrictor. All right, who wants a Who wants some? What's the good word for it? Fortitude.
What?
Mental, physically,
Me.
Physical,
Emotionally.
mostly.
I'll take some.
There's no amount of mental fortitude to fix this party. Claps his hands twice, and he'll cast 8 at 6th level, expending a sorcery point to extend it to 16 hours.
Nice.
So everyone
Okay.
gets not everyone. It's, I think 3 people, 3 creatures. So Lucy, Anthony, and Jack, since they're our frontline, boost your HP by 25
Is that
Okay.
boosting the max or is that temp?
max.
Nice.
Y'all are gonna miss me when I'm gone.
And don't leave. Jack says, stretching.
Yeah, give the barbarian more HP.
That finally gets Lucy up over 100.
Ooh. So you get ready and you make yourself your way to the on the road. You set up your cart and you start like I said, making your way on the road. Sorry, brain fart there. The morning is quiet. It takes you about an hour to start seeing a little bit more life on the road. And you eventually see a post sign with different like signals, like signs to where you're going, and it says, hey, it's a bridge that way, Wolfden that way, Oak Heart that way. And you follow the one down to Wolfden. You eventually make it to the bridge that crosses from one side of the river to another. And you see a few people gathered there fishing. Anthony, you hear a conversation between them, a bit of confusion as you walk by. But you're free to make it over. It is a straight bridge, so no need to get out or push anything straight across. But as you're making your way across, you notice the river. It's cold. It's almost to the point of like just a thin top of it is freezing. And you, as you're making your way halfway over, you hear a heavy thump and crack that came from under the river. You see the ice crack as the shadow moves downwards.
Nope, don't like that.
What was that?
A shadow.
Kelpie.
Lucy's
I
gonna
actually-
lean over the side of the cart and try and see over the side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm. You can do that. Make a perception check.
I'm so good at these. It's a 4.
4. You're looking over, and the ice on top of the river, while it's thin, it is almost like frosted over. You see a few shadows, could be plants, could be small fishes, but nothing that jumps out and cracks the ice again.
It just looks like ice to me. Bit dirty, but
Your gloves. Lucy gloves.
thank you.
They can be fingerless, shows that the mitten can pull back to become fingerless gloves.
She's very excited.
As you keep making your way over the bridge, you hear another thump and another crack of ice.
I'll lean over this time, curious.
Make a perception check.
21.
21. You glance over just in time to see the shadow has moved closer to the top, and you can see its face more clearly. It's clearly a fish-like face, but there's something off about it.
Guys,
Yes.
Fish big. Something weird.
I'll lean over.
What'd you say?
I'll lean over
Okay.
to look.
You don't see anything. Hmm.
I see ice. I see some plant foliage. Looks like snowdrops. Those are nice.
How much farther on the bridge do we have to go?
You're almost to the end. You
Well, we could tie up the horses over there on the other side and check it out.
I mean, if it's. Yeah, let's check it out.
okay? You tie the horse down and you check it out. And whoever wishes to can roll me an investigation check.
What's my investigation? Is Lucy?
I've got a +1.
I have a +7.
I have a +4. So
I'll get right in there. The one who's not a strong swimmer. This won't go bad. It's a dirty 20.
Nice.
What do I see with my changeling eyes?
You see, as you wait, you see another shadow move up. The ice bending once more. Even though its thing seems to be a bit much for this creature, but eventually it cracks and the ice floats down. You catch a hint of red as this figure moves out again. And eventually you see these small blobs that at first you think are eyes start coming out of the river. And you see this, it's almost jellyfish like the top. It's like this gelatinous organism that has red veins through it and a red center, while the rest is transparent. And they seem to be stretching and moving, going slow. But they are moving across the ice.
Turns back to the others. I found it.
What are they?
Jello.
new life.
Can I roll a nature check?
Go ahead. As you're pondering what it is, you see the smaller gelatin-like creatures start combining, merging together.
I rolled a 16 plus a 3 for a 19.
A 19. You look at it and there's something scratching at the back of your head and you're not sure what it is. You feel like you've seen a picture of them before, but you're not really sure, like the information's just not coming to you.
Peanut, go wait in the cart.
Is it a new form of ooze? A water ooze? Do oozes live in water?
Mishka, go in the cart.
Okay.
Peanut will lead Mishka back to the cart.
Mm-hmm. Someone roll me a d4.
Sure, I guess. A4.
Okay. Len, does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, but does.
As you're all watching these small blob-like creatures kind of merge, they become this one large see-through gelatinous creature with different red centers throughout it, and quicker than you had seen it move, it strikes out at you, Len.
Oh no.
And as it does, it encases your arm, and it feels like hundreds and thousands of needles going into it. As you see through its transparent body, your blood coming from your arm and into it. And it does 11 necrotic damage.
Oh, reduced by half.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
That's fair.
Amazing.
What are these dice on? I rolled another natural 20
You're welcome.
for a 22.
Guys.
One second. Oh, here you go. Do me a strength check, RJ. One.
Save or check.
Save.
23.
23. Okay, and what was your initiative? Sorry.
I got a 14.
14. Sorry, I haven't done a combat in a while. Not all the numbers are. Len, you got 14. Anthony, you got
A 10.
a 10. And
With
Lucy,
advantage.
what did you get, Lucy?
22.
22. Okay. Okay. Did you make me a strength save?
I got a 23.
23. You feel this creature trying to drag you back with it, but you're able to pull free before it does. Lucy, it's your turn.
Okay, it's still attached to Len?
No, it pulled away. It was trying to
Okay.
drag him back, but it pulled away.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do we think this thing is to split up if I hit it with a sword?
Very.
Okay. We're gonna chromatic orb. Is that wizard or warlock? That is wizard. Actually. How does this go out? Does this go out in a cone?
Chromatic orb is it just hits.
Oh no, I was looking at something else. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, we're gonna do a chromatic orb, third
Okay.
level. Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Cool. That's just gonna go zooming right past.
Yes, you throw your chromatic orb at it, and you see it move in this weird gelatinous way as it just skirts the chromatic orb.
Well, that was disappointing.
Len, it is now your turn, unless Lucy, you have anything else that you'd like to do.
Yeah, bonus action, she'll blade song.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Is it still on me, or can I back up without getting attacked?
It is close to you. I would say it's within your space. You would get an attack of opportunity on you if you back up.
All right, he'll take it.
Okay. Does an 11 hit you?
Does not. Thank God. He backs up 30 feet and kind of shaking his arm. He's going to twin out a haste on Jack and Anthony.
Okay.
And then wizards
Sorceress.
sorcerers are so fun because now do I have quickened? Do not have. Oh yeah, I do have quickened. He's going to quicken out a Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
It does.
It takes 18 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Can you repeat those damages for me? Sorry.
Sorry. It is 18 points of frost damage
Okay.
or cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. As you hit it, part of it freezes up, and you see it like frost over and crack as part of it falls in on the frozen river bed and just cracks.
That's his turn.
You hear a weird high-pitched screech coming from this thing as part of it falls and basically disintegrates into the ground. Anthony, it's your turn.
Anthony will look to the others, breaking the ice or leaving it be.
Up to you. You're the one hasted.
I mean, doesn't matter one way or another.
Not to me.
Okay.
Shatter is cast on a 10-foot spear right in the middle of that water, and followed by a Freya being tossed in for both of his actions.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Okay. For Shatter, they need to hold ice. But if if it's hitting the jello thingies, they need to make a con save.
Natural 20.
Okay. So they take half of 28.
Okay, so 14.
All right. And then when Freya lands, Anthony finishes the command to explode, and Freya just erupts. And her damage. Let me find her damage. UDA. And they need to make a dex save.
A dex save?
Yep.
Probably not. 4.
All right, they'll take 12 points of explosive damage, force damage from Freya exploding, and Anthony will just kind of pick up his battle axe and say, I've become very explosive in my personality.
You hear another screech as the ice shatters underneath this creature and starts slowly sinking back into the river. And it's the fire scorches part of it, and it's doing this weird movement, like it's trying to hold on to the ice and get out of the water. And as it screeches, it's going to go for you, Anthony, as it moves. And let's see.
Remember, your AC's up by 2.
17, 18, okay.
Okay. Let's see. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. Well, that one hits. Yeah. Does a 23 hit you?
Yep, even
Okay.
with a shield.
Is it immune to being charmed?
Yes.
Cutting words will not do then. Got it.
It's not a smart thing.
That's what people say about me.
Anthony, you take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of necrotic damage, and your strength is reduced by 1.
Oh boy.
As it grabs onto your legs, you can feel it maneuvering into any cracks it can to find purchase on your skin and just drain blood from you.
He actually grimaces and just kind of goes,
You feel like 1,000 needles just poking at you, and through its see-through body, you can see your blood flow into its body.
You better not be making another me. That's gross.
Make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Uh, 23.
Yeah, that makes it. You feel this creature trying to pull you back into the water with it, but you're able to shake it off. Back to the top, Lucy.
Oh, is Jack not attacking?
Oh God, I forgot all about Jack.
How can you forget about Jack?
Listen. Yeah, Jack's gonna, let's see. You see, because I just rolled for him, he rolled natural 20, so he'd be on top anyway.
Of course he would be.
You'd be surprised.
Heh.
He's going to attack this thing as you see a fire come out of his hands, and he casts a flaming sphere and puts it right next to this creature. And let's see if he does that will have to make a dex save. Probably not. I hate fighting against myself. Fuck.
If you're
Okay.
doing Flaming Sphere, if you use the bonus action to ram it into the creature, then it has to make the dex save. If not, it doesn't make the save until it starts or ends its turn next to the sphere.
Okay. So it doesn't take damage at the start when it's casted?
Not unless
Okay.
you ram it.
Okay.
That spell's my druid's bread and butter.
True. So you see the flaming sphere making its way over to it from Jack's hand. And does he have any? I haven't played Jack in a while. No, he's just going to concentrate on that. Lucy, it's your turn.
Okay. She's gonna take out her Corpse Slayer short sword And one of the stun batons. What does that do? Okay. All right. Oh gosh. Bonus action. She is going to hex this thing.
Okay.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay. As well using a third, so you can maintain your concentration. Okay, I didn't want you to do that. I'll just cast it at the regular level. Boop. And then she's going to do her attacks. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Cool. So it is going to take 2, 3, 4 points piercing, 2 points necrotic.
Okay.
And then she will swing and hit with her stun baton for a natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Let me get another damage die. Does that... Okay, so since I have a hex on it and I deal an extra 1d6 of damage every time I hit it, does that apply to crits too?
Mm-hmm.
Any dice that you roll with a crit is doubled.
Hell
The only thing
yeah.
that's not double is your modifier.
Okay, so that'll be 3, 4... 4 points bludgeoning and 6, 7 points necrotic. And I will need it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution math. 14.
It fails. The DC was 15, so it is stunned until until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Also, it's not undead, right?
Doesn't look it. I mean,
Well, I need to
don't
know
know.
for the Corpse Slayer short sword damage. If I need to roll the additional damage against undead.
it's not undead.
Okay. Then I am done.
Okay. Len, it's your turn.
Hell yeah! It's
As
time for
this
some
thing kind
fun.
of screeches but then stops because it's stunned. It's like a weird ghost egg thing
I don't like that at all.
because it's like all transparent. It has little red yolks everywhere.
You know what? Let's make this thing's life a living heck.
HE double hockey stick.
Yeah. First off, he's gonna cast Chill Touch.
Mm-hmm.
22 to hit.
It hits.
It takes 11 necrotic, and it does not regain HP until the start
Okay.
of my next turn. Len also quickens out another Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm.
16 to hit
It hits.
for 18 points of frost damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
Nice.
It's not looking great. It is.
Cantrips.
Yeah, it's kind of like melting, yet parts of it are frozen solid. It's kind of like dewing and undoing, like forming and reforming, and this weird undulating screech that's gurgled coming from it. Anthony, it's your turn, unless you have anything else you want to do, Len.
That's it.
Actions. Create Freya. She reappears in my hand. Hasted action. Throw it in detonator.
This is so mean. Poor Freya.
Freya lives for the fight. She understands. They need to make a deck save, little wormy thing. It can't. It's stunned, isn't it?
It's stunned, yeah. So
Yeah, it's gonna auto fail.
But
Do
it
we
will
have to
take-
make dex saves too if we're within melee range of it?
And no, Anthony's throwing it away, so it's just kind of hits.
Okay.
Catching the back.
Yeah. He He's making sure it doesn't catch us. 21 points of concussive force from this holy hand grenade known as Freya.
Okay. As you do this, you see the flaming sphere ram towards it and sizzle the other side of it while Freya just burns the other side. And you hear this high-pitched sizzling, gurgling noise as this creature starts melting across the ice and solidifying once more, only because it's on cold ground. And the little pockets that were red seem to be filled with blood just start bursting one after the other inside of it. It just slowly slits down back into the hole that it created in the ice.
Don't like that.
What was that?
Parasitic vampire goo.
Huh.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Got some of my blood.
That's
Mine
probably
too.
not good.
Did we kill it?
Jack kind of takes out his sword and pokes it. And it's like when you poke a dead jellyfish on the beach. Yeah. You see the two fishermen on the other side of the river just holding on to each other, just looking at the whole scenario happening across them. What the fuck was that?
Waves as Freya reappears on Anthony's shoulder.
Oh, by the way, Jack, Anthony, I'm so sorry. Dismiss.
Oh, my tummy hurts now.
Should we take a
Why?
sample of it back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rubber gloves on.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy will help Len collect a sample.
Mm-hmm. It's cold and parts of it are frozen over it, but the inside's still gooey. Part of like the red yolk things have burst. It's a bit of a mess, but you can
It's
do
like
it.
a hot pocket. Got it.
Yeah. It's like a jelly hot pocket
Jello
thing.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
Okay, but a peanut butter and jelly hot pocket though.
Oh, that'd be
Ooh,
amazing.
that does sound good. Isn't that just an
It's a
Uncrustable?
crustable.
Yep.
But warm.
Mm.
But as you finish taking the sample, you just leave the rest of it there, going back to your cart. You see that Mishka was leaning over, just looking at the whole thing as it unfolded before her eyes. And there's just a low whistle from her. Well, that was interesting.
Welcome to adventuring.
Yeah,
know
you
what we're
guys
doing
often
around
run
here.
by that stuff.
There's always something trying to eat you for breakfast.
Cool. I'm gonna go vomit.
Okay.
He'll hand her like some little, oh god, what is it? It's like these little peppermint capsules that you pop and you
Yeah. You
Smell
see
like
her
salt.
run. And you wait a few minutes. And Jack's just shaking the jar of thing that has like the sample. What the fuck is that?
Wait, hold
As they're waiting for Mishka to come back. And then you'll just kind of watch in the direction she went before looking to Lucy, Jack, and Rylan. Did we honestly trust her?
Why wouldn't we?
she cares about the boy enough that she's out here. Oh, then again, that might be a good way to keep tabs on us.
Do you want me to go sneak up behind her and see if she's actually throwing up?
I can do it.
What's your stealth?
A lot higher when I'm a cat.
All right, I'll be there to back you up.
Meow.
He makes a cute cat.
He does. He definitely does.
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Rolling with advantage because I have the fancy dancy cloak. Oh, that one's cocked. There we go. Okay. And 18.
Okay.
That's 21.
21. Uh, you're able to sneak up behind her. She's near some there's some lonely trees. And you see her kind of resting against one and just wiping her mouth and just kind of like breathing. She just gives a shiver, pops one of the peppermint capsules into her mouth. Hello?
Lucy's just gonna watch quietly from a distance.
Rollin will dismiss.
Ah, why are you a
Sorry.
cat?
Catnap. You're supposed to break them and smell them, not eat them.
Well, I already ate it.
All right, come on. I'll give you once over.
Okay. You're a doctor, right?
So I'm told.
Okay. That was really gross.
It tends to happen out here. Mainly why I decided to send you back to the cart.
It was more of the aftermath that was the most gross part.
I'm going to be a bit blunt with you, Mishka. You might need to be ready to watch one of us die.
I would rather not.
Tends to come with the territory of being an adventurer.
Right. It's okay. It's okay. I can handle myself. To be honest, it was very interesting in the beginning to figure out what it was, but then it died and it made all those noises and it looked the way it did. And then it started popping. So
Roland puts a hand around her shoulder and that he'll lead her back to the cart.
As they're walking away, Lucy just comes up behind them and puts her hand around her too.
No.
Yes, glad to see you're feeling better. But yes, that does happen quite a bit.
And if
you're
up
not-
on me happened quite a bit.
Yeah, actually.
That's what I do.
Okay.
You know, I'll cheer you up. If I turn you into T-Rex.
I want to be a T-Rex.
Okay. We'll ride you back and say we found you in the woods. Can we keep you?
Okay. I've always wanted to be a T-Rex.
Polymorph. Into a blue T-Rex with little horns.
You see a T-Rex and they're like looking up and around. And then it does this roar, but it sounds happy as it does little stompies as it looks around.
Oh, bless her heart.
Nice.
It's a happy roar. Hits you accidentally with her tail.
Oh.
You see them turn around. Lucy, she hits you accidentally with her tail, and she's looking at Len trying to say sorry, but they can't because she can't speak.
I would like to try and dodge her tail.
Go ahead. Make me a dex save.
It's an 8.
Yeah, no, she straight up full on just whacks you with it.
Right. Well, you go ahead and have fun with that. I'll have my own kind of fun. Lucy's gonna stealth away.
She's still trying to say sorry, but in dinosaur. You're muted, RJ.
Just leg pats.
Okay.
It's a 23 for my stealth check.
Yep, that's stealthy.
Anthony, Jack,
Yep.
can we keep her?
Just a "Meow."
You have to feed her and walk her.
with the bodies of my enemies.
Excellent.
This big, loud T-Rex roar of
The
happiness.
fishermen are just like, what the fuck?
They're frozen in fear as their day just keeps getting weirder and weirder. But as you sort of reconvene with this blue T-Rex and Lucy, you sneak off, which we'll get back to next game. Because it is time. So we'll see you next week, hopefully, with a bit more adventure and weird creatures and berries and dreams and stuff. But until then, hi, I'm Satan. I DM here. My info's down below. But you know what's really cool to talk about? Charity. I feel like the youth pastor that turns around the chair and sits around it. You know what's really cool? You know what's really busting right now?
I feel attacked. Can you just tell us about Stop AAPI Hate now?
You know what's really cool? Not committing hate crimes. But there are people that are victims of hate crimes, especially the Asian American and Pacific Islander community. The hate crimes against that specific group has risen because of COVID and all the lockdowns and all the political stuff that's going on. So if you'd like to help those people and donate to an organization that helps that community directly with legal issues, information, and help, please click on the link to stopapihate.org. As well, there is a link to a anti-Asian violence resources card where they keep you up to date with all the latest news, give you information what to do when you see this type of hate happening, if it's happening to you as well, how to be a better ally, and charities that they checked out themselves that you can donate to. A lot more information. All that is in the description. Thanks to our lovely producer, Sarah. But that's enough about me. RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. Today I'm championing Unicorn Riot. Unicorn Riot is a decentralized nonprofit organization. It's the Media Collective, and they report on groups that are, oh boy, hold on, Hi, I'm RJ. I'm tired. They report on sources of racial and economic injustices in the US. Times like these, we need to keep up to date, and the news is a bit sketchy at best. So get your news unfiltered from Unicorn Riot. That's my shtick. I'm gonna go lay down for a bit.
And Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen, and I champion the Alzheimer's Society in the UK. They focus on finding a cure towards Alzheimer's and dementia, providing online resources towards counseling, and how to help loved ones during these times of COVID, and how to find resources in your area in the UK.
Thank you for that. And last but not least, Sarah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for doing this with me. As always, my charity of choice is the trevorproject.org. It is the charity that I've been donating to consistently since mid-2020 when these lovely folks on this screen started this with me, where we talk about charities and not about ourselves. Thank you everyone in the community for helping me do this. We've donated, our last donation was $101.46, I believe, to the trevorproject.org, and that went out yesterday. They provide crisis and counseling support to the LGBTQIA+ youth community. And they provide a lot of great resources. If you'd like to learn about them or any of the other charities we have just talked about, all of the links are in chat, as well as a link to find all of our socials if you'd like to connect with us on the social medias, as well as our Discord if you'd like to, just stop by and chit chat with us about D&D things sometimes. We're there too, and that is also where you can find all of the receipts for the charitable donations I make, where I post both my Twitch income that I just got paid out for, and the donation receipt that I made in honor of this wonderful community. So thank you, everyone. And with that, we're going to go ahead and remind you that it is important to eat healthy. So eat a healthy snack today. Hydrate, drink a glass of water, the clear stuff. Coffee does not count, neither does soda or Monster or Raise Energy. Use code MATA for 15% off at checkout. And Don't forget to take your meds today. This is your gentle reminder to take them if you have recently forgotten to take them. Be kind to yourself. It's okay. It happens. Go ahead and do so now if that applies to you. And last but not least, but most importantly, if there's someone in the world who is important to you that you have not told yet today that they are important to you, reach out to them. Let them know that you care about them and that they are important. It's never too late or too early to do so. And with that, we're going to see y'all next week. Everybody wave. Bye.